So as you probably know, I recently made a fan game based on the YouTuber PewDiePie and his Minecraft series, and well, I just made an update for it. So yeah, Tower of Llama 2.0, the winter update is finished and out by the time this video is out. You can get it on the Google Play Store if you are part of the Android Master Race. Sorry Apple scum, I mean delightful people, it's just that putting it on iOS is really hard. And I don't want to pay the developer fee. But if you have a PC and just really want to play this game for some reason, I am putting it on itch.io for download. There's a link in the description. Unfortunately, you need a Mac and Apple dev license to even export to Mac, so that won't be possible. But if you have a Windows computer, you can grab the game on itch.io. But anyway, in this video I will go over first of all the new features I added, and then give you some behind the scenes on different problems I faced and other fun stuff. And finally, I'm going to talk about the future of this project and channel as a whole. Just some really exciting stuff. So the biggest thing that I added in this update was the mission screen. You can do different objectives to earn money. They are all randomly generated and there are a decent amount of missions to complete. Overall, I think this added a lot of replayability to the game, even though in the long run it isn't too useful because money is already pretty easy to get. Next up comes 3 new power-ups, the first of which is Supercharged, which is a risk-reward power. It increases the speed heavily for 3 llamas, but also gives you a decent money boost if you land them all. Second, I added PewDiePie's cat with the weird eyes, which decreases your max speed. It has to be used multiple times to be useful, but it can really make it easier to reach those 3-digit numbers. Finally, I added a beacon, my personal favorite new power-up, which simply draws the line down the middle of the llama that you have to land on, making it easier to drop at the right time and to land perfect drops. Speaking of perfect drops, the next feature I added was streaks and near perfect drops. If you drop a llama almost perfectly on the previous one, you will hear a little noise and see a counter at a 5 pop up on the right side of your screen. If you drop 5 near perfect drops in a row, you will be rewarded with some extra money. It's not a crazy addition, but it adds a little bit more value to landing really good drops and pairs well with the new beacon power-up. Next up, I made the entire game a little bit more wintry by adding snow and stuff to the backgrounds and menus. Finally, I added some new costumes into the shop, specifically a suit and tie, a Christmas outfit, and Maya and Edgar, Felix's real-life dogs. I also updated this Finn costume to make it a little bit less awful. And that's all the new content that I added to this patch. It should add some more replayability and flair to the game. Overall, I'm just shooting to make the game feel more complete with this update. If you are enjoying this video, please consider subscribing for more similar content. Now that that's out of the way, it's time for a look behind the curtain. These are just a few things that happen behind the scenes that I kind of wanted to share. Every time something happens, like whenever you use the power-up, an event variable stored on the missions detector object is set to true. The missions detector object then increases the mission's progress, and that's how it tracks it. I also had to resize the entire menu room in order to fit the missions text, so I scaled up the entire room and everything in it by 2. It took way too long because that caused some issues with the mini camera that was already janky to begin with and just completely failed when I resized it. One thing I didn't really think about before adding the new power-ups was the fact that I needed to make a new system to switch them out. That ended up taking quite a while, but I'm quite happy with how the new power-up menu on the menu screen and how the new power-ups work in general. Making this fan game has been a fun experience and I have gotten a lot of support for that, and I'm very grateful to everybody who has subscribed and downloaded my game. That being said, I don't plan on working on this game for too much longer. I promise that I will release at least one more update after this one, with bug fixes, maybe a little bit more content, and just overall future-proofing this project. Meanwhile, I have some plans for this channel, and I will continue to do Code Y-Shop, but for smaller projects. I'm actually starting work on a big new video, which should be out eventually, so stay tuned. Like if you enjoyed, and subscribe for more stuff. Bye.